Did you know that what you eat could be silently aggravating ADHD symptoms? While ADHD is often managed through medication and therapy, there's a powerful and often overlooked strategy that can make a big difference: your diet. In today's video, we're diving into the top foods to avoid if you or your child has ADHD, based on scientific research, expert opinion, and real-world experience. You'll also learn what to eat instead to improve focus, mood, and energy levels naturally. Let's break it down, one food at a time. 1. Ultra-processed foods. First on the list, ultra-processed foods. Think chips, frozen pizza, packaged snacks, flavored noodles, and yes, those colorful cereals that look like candy. These are often loaded with refined sugars, artificial flavors, and preservatives like BHT, sodium benzoate, and artificial colors, especially red dye 40 and yellow 5. Research from The Lancet and the European Journal of Pediatrics shows that some children with ADHD experience worsened symptoms when exposed to these additives. They've been linked to hyperactivity, mood swings, and inattention. What to eat instead? Whole grain crackers with hummus, homemade popcorn, or air-fried veggie chips. Always look for short ingredient lists and ditch artificial colors. 2. Artificial food dyes. Those bright-colored drinks and candies? They're not harmless fun. Artificial food dyes have been shown to increase hyperactivity in children, particularly those already diagnosed with ADHD. A UK study even pushed for warning labels on foods with synthetic dyes due to behavioral effects in kids. Why? These dyes can affect neurotransmitter levels, increasing excitability and reducing attention span. Swap idea: choose naturally colored options with turmeric, beetroot, or spirulina, or better yet, whole foods without any dyes at all. 3. Excess sugar. Sugar doesn't cause ADHD, but it absolutely amplifies the symptoms in many children and adults. Spikes and crashes in blood sugar can lead to irritability, poor focus, and impulsive behavior. And it's not just candy. It's hidden in ketchup, granola bars, flavored yogurt, and even healthy breakfast cereals. Replace with fresh fruits, dates, or low glycemic options like berries and plain Greek yogurt. Focus on foods that provide stable energy, not sugar roller coasters.
4. Caffeine. You might think caffeine helps with focus, and in very controlled doses, sometimes it can. But in children or teens with ADHD, caffeine from sodas, energy drinks, and even chocolate can worsen restlessness, anxiety, and sleep problems. ADHD brains already have challenges with dopamine regulation, and caffeine can add overstimulation into the mix. Tip: water or herbal teas like chamomile or rooibos are better choices. Even decaf green tea, rich in L-theanine, can help calm the mind. 5. Potential food sensitivities. Here's where it gets more personal. Dairy, gluten, soy, and eggs. All of these can trigger ADHD-like symptoms in some people. Not because they're bad foods in general, but because some individuals have immune or inflammatory responses to them. In a Dutch study, eliminating common allergens from children's diets led to a 70% reduction in ADHD symptoms in many cases. The catch? You don't need to cut everything blindly. It's best to work with a professional to do an elimination diet or food sensitivity testing. What to do? Try removing one food at a time for 2 to 3 weeks and track mood, focus, and behavior. Keep a food mood journal. 6. Salicylates. Apples, grapes, berries, and tomatoes may be healthy for most people, but for some with ADHD, these contain natural chemicals called salicylates that can cause behavioral reactions. Salicylates are also found in aspirin, many shampoos, and personal care products. Dr. Ben Feingold, a pioneer in ADHD dietary research, proposed that reducing salicylates helped improve symptoms in many children. Consider reducing high salicylate foods if you notice reactivity. Opt for pears, bananas, and cabbage instead. 7. Food with pesticide residues. Did you know that some studies have linked organophosphate pesticides, commonly found on non-organic fruits and veggies, to a higher risk of ADHD symptoms? Kids are more vulnerable to toxins due to their developing brains. Choose organic produce when possible, especially for items on the EWG's Dirty Dozen list, like strawberries, apples, spinach. If budget is tight, use vinegar or baking soda rinses to reduce residue.
Number 8. Flavor enhancers like MSG. MSG, monosodium glutamate, is a common additive used to boost flavor in processed soups, ramen, snacks, and sauces. But it's also a known neuroexcitotoxin, meaning it can overexcite brain cells and may affect mood and concentration. Some people report headaches, fatigue, and brain fog after eating it. All things that can worsen ADHD. Check ingredient labels and choose foods with whole spices and natural flavorings instead. Bonus ADHD-friendly food tips. Instead of just avoiding foods, here are a few powerful additions to consider for brain health and better ADHD symptom control. Omega-3 rich foods like wild salmon, walnuts, and chia seeds, known to improve focus. High-protein breakfasts, like eggs or a protein smoothie, can reduce mid-morning crashes. Magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, spinach, and black beans can help with calming and sleep. Stay hydrated. Dehydration worsens focus and energy. ADHD isn't just about managing symptoms. It's about creating the right environment to thrive. And what goes into our bodies plays a huge role in how we think, feel, and function. If your child or you are navigating ADHD, don't underestimate the power of food. Start small. Swap out one thing at a time. Observe the changes and build from there. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this.